Megalithers. Oh my goodness. Guys, as promised, I have a live Megalith deck profile for you guys. But as you can see in the video title, we won locals with Megalith. After countless years, I have finally returned to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've finally returned to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Making a purchase after Konami finally gave Megalith some support. And I felt it was warranted that I made the purchase. Did a nice little fusion with Megalith Mitsurugi, and your boy is now back playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! RIL. RIL. We in real life we playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And for the first time, I'm gonna be featuring a live deck profile on the channel, showcasing the deck I took to locals, and we came out first place. Spicy as can be, guys. Spicy as can be. Megalithers, you guys already know. I have been hyping this deck for quite some time. Bought it for a few cents. Dirt cents gets you the entire Megalith package. Luckily on my end, I got the Mitsurugi when it was also reduced price, so I'm feeling good. But this entire deck profile, side deck, extra deck, is about $70. Let me tell you. And just some spice in there you might just love. You're definitely gonna love this spice. I'm gonna start this deck profile with the MVP of the deck, Meru Guardian. Oh my goodness, guys, this card won me so many duels. Oh my goodness, this is the greatest deck you can play in your Megalith deck, especially Megalith Mitsurugi. And talking about tournament, in a separate video, I will be discussing all my match features and the decks I played against and the strategies we implemented against this deck in another video, so you guys can understand the deck I played. Because if we were to discuss the deck I played against and whatnot, this video will take 10,000 years. So we are starting this profile with 3 copies of Meru Guardian. Now, one of the reasons I love this card, aside from the it assists with draw, is if you don't know what this card does, when your opponent activates a monster, I can tribute this card, activate a monster's effect, I can tribute this card to negate that monster's effect and destroy the monster. So basically, this is how we play against Joel. The deck doesn't have much normal summons, so basically we can normal summon this card and then activate our effects. Joel is the biggest ops. We don't care about any hand traps. Ash, Nibiru, the Charmies, we don't care. We can play around or through all these cards, but Joel, yeah, Joel really breaks our back. So this is one of the strategies I've implemented to play against Joel. And bro, this card broke Joel's back, broke everything back. Nibiru, Joel, everything got hurt. I'm telling you, I love this card. But another reason I love it, it's a rock monster. As you can see, it's a rock monster. And it does indicate that at the end of your end phase, you can reveal 1 rock type from your hand or destroy this card. Bro, Megalith are rock monsters. This card is an ordinary Megalith card. This card should be Megalith Guardian. I think I should have a discussion with Konami. Hopefully, they're gonna be errata, and this card will become a Megalith card. I promise you guys that you have to play this card. Have to play this card. Spiciest deck. Won me so many duels because I opened it, and normally when I get this card, I'm like, I slam it down. I summon this monster because the confidence. And normally when I summon this card, we win the duel. We win the duel. We win the duel. So we're playing 3 copies of our Guardian. I'm also playing 3 copies of our second normal summon. This is the only normal summons in the deck. I'm playing 3 copies of Manju 10,000. 10,000 hands. This card basically, when normal summon, allows us to add a ritual spell or ritual monster to our hand. We are playing a ritual pile deck, so why not? This card kind of like won over the Diviner because it's a level 4. So in the event the opponent does have some form of interaction, I can activate Megalith Unform to dodge it. Diviner is a level 2, it kind of like spoils that aspect. So yeah, this card was quite great, and the fact that it's a level 4 easily allows us to go into our level 4 exceeds, so we can get some spicier plays. So 3 copies of Manju 10,000 apps. Now in terms of the Megalith package, I put a very big Megalith package. The great one, the Messiah itself, the master. You are gonna be a fool if you don't play this card at multiples, or if the opponent doesn't interrupt this card. Yeah, the opponent is basically a fool for not interrupting this card, bro. And I'm telling you guys, Don't let the name fool you. Megalith Fool is the best Megalith card in the deck. This is my favorite. You can ritual summon from the, bro. You can ritual summon from the deck. Yeah. For those at the back, you can ritual summon Megalith monsters from the deck. Damn, that card is good. This is my favorite Megalith card. Next Megalith card we are playing 3 copies of our boy Hagif. 3 copies of Hagif. Hagif, when ritual summon, allows you to search for one of your Megalith spells or trap. Once ritual summon, it can be ritual summons 100 times. If you play 100 magic and spells or Megalith, you can search him. Oh my goodness. And all the Megalith small monsters that have the effect where it can allow you to ritual summon a ritual monster from your hand using them as ritual tribute. Quite nice. 1 copy of Ophiel basically allows us to search for one of our Megalith monsters. 1 copy of Ophiel. We are now also playing 1 copy of the Oak. Now this card is not one of the most popular Megalith cards, but the fact that it has an effect which can allow us to quick play ritual summon a ritual monster from our hand during the opponent's turn is where the spice in this deck hits hard. Because I have a spicy tech in this deck that, oh my, it made the deck 100 times better. And one of the reasons why I was able to win the tournament because nobody had an answer to it. And you guys are gonna see that special tech. So let's stay tuned. The special tech that you guys are gonna see it very soon. In terms of the other Megalith cards, one of the newly released Megalith cards, Megalith Fulok. Basically, a watered down version of Fool. It's not as foolish. A watered down version of Fool. But this card basically give us one of the options we lack with Megalith, because if the opponent were to interrupt us and destroy some of our Megalith cards, we didn't have an access to retrieve them from the graveyard. So when Megalith Fulok is ritual summon, it basically allows us to return one of our Megalith cards, magic cards, spell card, trap card from the graveyard and return it to our hand. It then has a second effect, can allow us now to ritual summon a Megalith monster from the graveyard. Bro, what? I'm telling you, this card is great. But you don't want to play this card at multiples. Just one. You don't want to see this card in your hand. You don't want to see it in your hand, but you definitely want to ritual summon it from the deck with Fulok, or with Fool, or maybe with Unform. In terms of the big Megalith cards, I'm playing a big package because since we synergize so well with the Mitsurugi cards, oh my goodness, and this is why Megalith is so good at Mitsurugi, because basically all your monsters tribute monsters. Mitsurugi loves being tributed. You tend to get the effect when they tributed. Yeah, the Mitsurugi has a fetish for being tributed. Yeah, I can't explain. It's not my fault. Everybody tend to have their little kink, and it's just one thing Mitsurugi have. So in terms of the big boys, I'm playing 1 copy of Feleg. This boosts the attack, but this is not the reason I'm playing it for. I just want to have more copies of the level 8, which allows me to tribute monsters from my hand to ritual summon Megalith cards. So I'm playing the Feleg. I'm playing 2 copies of Befor, which is basically the one of your best Megalith cards, because this is the one that allows you to destroy cards on the field, actually, opponent's side of the field, based on different names of ritual monsters you have in the graveyard. It also has the effect where you can pitch it from your hand and ritual summon from a ritual monster from your hand. I'm also playing 3 copies of the Aratron. This one is the quick effect. Out of all the level 8s, this one is the quick effect. So during your opponent's turn, you can actually ritual summon from your hand tributed monsters. So I like to play these, at least 6 copy of them, because I want to open up. And these cards really allowed me to play through multiple hand traps, because sometimes you start with a starter, your opponent kind of ashes or whatnot, and then you have these cards you can basically use in tangent with the Mitsurugi cards to ritual summon some of your smaller Megalith monsters, and then trigger your Mitsurugi cards, now putting you in play, or both archetypes now coming into play to give the opponent quite a headache. But last Megalith card I'm playing, and in the new support, strangely, is my least favorite in the new support. However, this card is a headache. Megalith Neutral Plural, your boss monster, 3700 attack, boss monster, Omni Negate. But the scariest part of this card is you can reveal this card, and after it's revealed, your opponent is unable to chain activate any card in response to the activation of a Megalith monster effect. Do you know how scary this is? Normally, when I play into an opponent board and activate this card, Bro, I know for sure we are clearing the board, because imagine you activate this effect, then you happen to summon Before. Before is destroying every card, and your opponent cannot negate Before's effect or interact in any way, and Before is just destroying everything. Fool is coming in the field, Fool is activating cards, and nobody can do anything because this card effect is so amazing. I really love this card. Since we've seen the Megalith package, now we are going to show you the small package of the Mitsurugi cards I'm playing, which is the typical lineup for the Mitsurugi cards, which we play 3 copies of the Habikiri. This card basically is one of the best starters in Yu-Gi-Oh! At this present moment, one of the best starter cards, and in this deck, definitely great. Either you started off with the level 8, tributing it from your hand to make you go into your combos, but my favorite is actually searching this card after you've activated one of your level 8 ritual monsters, the Megalith cards, to pitch one of your other ritual monsters. So let's just say I start off with an Aratron. Let's say I start with an Aratron, and I attributed this card in my hand to ritual summon one of the smaller Megalith monsters. Boom! I'm searching Habikiri. Habikiri basically now allows me to go straight combo. Reveal Habikiri. Boom, 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 boom. You guys already know the combo. You guys can see all the combos I've featured on the channel. I've featured some very spicy combos. So if you're new to Megalith, you can definitely take a look. In the description, I'm gonna have a list there, or at the very end of the video, I will have a playlist with some of the spiciest Megalith combos. You guys can see, trust me, the spice. So 3 copies of Habikiri, 1 copy of Kumo, and 1 copy of our Futsu. This is the 5 of the Mitsurugi cards I am playing. I played in the deck 5 of them. This is very, very, very standard. In terms of the smaller monsters, we play 1 copy of the Saji, 1 copy of the Aramasa, and 1 copy of the Kusanagi. And then you slap in a copy of the Night Serpent. The Night Serpent is very important because it's a level 4 and basically allows us to go into our level 4 exit. Level 4 exit is very important in this deck. When we show the deck profile, you guys are going to see it and understand why. In terms of the rest of the Megalith cards, I'm playing only 1 copy of the Mitsurugi Ritual. Now, this card basically is the most expensive card in the deck. This card out of the deck, basically, the deck is super cheap. Luckily, I got this card when it was about $10 US. I think at this current moment it's about at 25, but this would be your only expensive, if you want to call it expensive, I guess it's very subjective, card at the moment. Outside of this, like I said, this present deck is about 70 US, and that's including side deck, extra deck, and everything you've seen here, which is very, very, very good. We're playing 3 copies of Prayers, 1 copy of this Mirror, and 1 copy of the Trap card. Bro, this card, oh my goodness, bro, this card is great. I know some persons are cutting out from deck, but this on the strategy and tactics I have with this particular deck, this is very important. I need it for the lock I have with this. The lock I have with this. And now with this aside, now I am now going to discuss the MVP, the second MVP of the deck. The reason why the deck is so scary, not just powerful, but Magician of Black Chaos Max. Step aside, guys. Magician of Black Chaos Max. This card really had everybody off the rails. If you don't know what this card does, basically when this card is special summoned, it can tribute a monster, and after it resolves, your opponent is unable to activate the effect of any monsters for the rest of this turn. Bro, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 75 to 80% monster related effect activation kind of card, if you know what I mean. After this resolve, nobody's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, this is the reason I said one of the Megalith cards was very important, because I typically summon this during the opponent's turn, and what played a very big role in this happening was Oak. This card during my turn or the opponent's turn has the quick effect ritual summon. So during our opponent's turn, we can quick effect ritual summon this card onto the field, tribute itself, or sometimes what I would do to make it even spicier, I would tribute one of the Mitsurugi cards, because Mitsurugi cards have a fetish for being tributed, which would give me a search and return to the field. boom. But you have to be very mindful of, how you use this. So sometimes I just feel it's safer to distribute itself. So this way, we play a wrong cards like Forbidden Droplets or whatnot. We tribute itself. Once the effect resolve, the opponent is not playing monster effect. And most time this resolve, every time this resolve in the tournament, I won. This was the most feared card in the tournament. This card is a boss. My goodness. We are going to continue this deck profile. I'm going to continue with the spells and trap. Basically, the rest of the Megalith cards. Megalith received, how do you guys know the rest? Megalith received some new support, free cards. We've seen 2 in terms of monsters, and then the second one, the third one, Megalith Anastasis. Oh my goodness, this is my favorite of the new support. This card has so many good effects. First effect, very spicy. Instantly increase the consistency of the Megalith deck, because the first effect basically allows you to pitch a card from your hand and 2 Megalith monsters, 1 level 4 or lower or 1 level 8 or higher, basically allowing you to add 2 Megalith cards to your hand. And once you have Megalith cards in your hand, you have full combo. And Megalith full combos are very spicy and very sexy and very flexy. This also has another effect, which is a disruption or 2 draw, which I love when you can activate both effects, the search and the draw effect in the same turn, or the tribute, right? So basically the second effect reads, if a Megalith monster is ritual summoned, you can either draw 2 cards, discard 1, or you can tribute a card, non-target, tribute a card or monster on the field. Bro, this effect, what? The fact that I can search Megalith cards, ritual summon, it's same Megalith cards I search, draw card, and discard. Oh my goodness, I love this card. And I really love the fact that they included the effect where I can tribute a monster on the field, because there are times some monsters, you can't remove them on the field, or just, you just need another layer of interruption. Another layer of interruption. This card is the best support Megalith I've ever received. Whenever I see this card, I'm automatic like, I'm not losing this though. We are going full combo. Next Megalith card, Megalith Unformed. And I've said this a million times. This is top 10 best Yu-Gi-Oh card ever printed. A card that costs maybe 5 cents. This card is a quick play ritual summon from the deck. Yes, just like Megalith Fool. Don't let the name fool you guys. I'm telling you, it's spicy as can be. Ritual summon a Megalith monster from the deck. I love this card. This card can dodge. It has a second effect I never use. You can basically reduce monsters' attack on your opponent's side of the field based on ritual monsters you have. Yeah, we don't use that. We distribute. And this plays so good into the Mitsurugi cards also, because Mitsurugis love being tributed. You tribute them, you ritual summon from the deck, Mitsurugi come back, you explode, you search, like, oh my, it's just so good. The last Megalith card I'm playing, which is the Megalith Emergence, and I've always been preaching to you guys, every combo you end, you want to make sure you end on Emergence. It used to be Emergence on a field spell. We no longer need the field spell, so you always want to end on these 2 cards. Whenever you have these 2 cards in rotation, you're not losing this duel. If the opponent is unable to remove these cards on the field, you are not losing this duel. This card, this combo here is super flexy. Super flexy. And with that said, this is our Megalith card. Now, some of the other cards we've played in this tournament, just to ensure consistency and flow, I played 3 copy of Prepep. Yeah, this card is basically 1 card combo. Basically allows you to add the Habikiri to your hand and a mirror to your hand. Once you have Habikiri is a 1 card straight combo into your Mitsurugi lines, and also you can insulate it to go into your Megalith lines also. Like I said, if you guys are interested in any of the combos, check out on the channel. You are gonna see I have a wide range of Megalith Mitsurugi combos, which you guys gonna learn so much from, and I'm gonna be posting much more going forward, so anybody who's interested in the deck can see how it basically works. I'm also playing a copy of Triple Tactic Talents, a copy of Pot of Prosperity, and 1 copy of Call by the Grave. Basically, this here is the cards we play to supplement the deck here. And the last set of cards I play is the hand traps. Yeah, the deck doesn't play much hand traps. I'm keeping the hand traps mainly for going second and mainly for any specific matchup. So I'm only playing 2 copies of Droll, 2 copies of Ash, and 2 copies of Nibiru. Right now, one of the reasons I'm keeping the hand traps lying up so minimal is because I want to emphasize on combo, because Megalith in itself utilizes 2 to 3 card combos, right? If you happen to open the mystery cards and they play into these free card combos, then the free card combos basically now is super crazy. It makes like, what free card combos though? Nah, that doesn't make sense. Trust me. These free card combos are busted, and like the cost of the combos gain you advantage, because like I said, you basically pitch one of your bigger Megalith monsters, you tribute one of your mystery cards, and you go into both combos simultaneously, because now you are linking or bridging both of the archetype. So I'm playing only this. Now the deck slims itself so quickly. When we go into our Anastasis, we tend to draw trap cards. We tend to draw this, but the focus is I want to play versus this deck, so I don't want to see some hand traps. I want to go full combo. If your opponent drops 2 hand traps on me, I want to still have enough cards in hand to still go full combo. So the emphasis is on going full combo. I don't want to see hand traps in my hand. If I see one, that's fine, but I want to just see combo pieces so we can play through anything the opponent throws at us. And that was the plan, and yeah, the plan worked. The plan worked perfectly. So this is the main deck in itself. Regarding the extra deck, it's a really poor man's extra deck. Yeah, Budget Duelist, guys, it can't be helped. It can't be helped. Nothing too saucy in there, right? But the first card we have was one of the most important or most impactful extra deck card during the entire tournament, because this card basically allow me to bridge, or one of the cards allow me to bridge between the Megalith Mitsurugi, and most importantly, allow me to search our card, Magician of Black Chaosness. I'm telling you. But this card allowed me to go into these types, and this new support Konami recently gave the rituals. I'm so thankful. I love my ritual play, and when I discovered this card, I was like, bro, thank you so much. I love this card. So basically with this, all we have to do is reveal a ritual monster of a different attribute, and it allows us to search for a separate ritual monster. So basically, if I reveal a Mitsurugi card in hand, I can search for Megalith, or if I reveal a Megalith in hand, I can search for one of my dark rituals, which is this, or I can go into the Mitsurugi cards. I love it. But basically, this card was just my way of searching our boss monster. Basically, searching our boss monster. MVP, definitely. The second card in here is a copy of our IP Masquerena. And then, you know, IP Masquerena basically allows us to go into a spicy copy of Dino Mundo. I'm playing 2 copies of Dino Mundo, basically the link monster for ritual monsters. Unfortunately, I don't have an SP Lunite. Yeah, Brookman Yu-Gi-Oh! I know it's reprinted or whatnot, but yeah, hopefully we're gonna get up to an SP Lunite. I definitely need one. I was really fearing that I would have needed one for the tournament, and I could have lost because of it, because you know how important SP is in certain matchups. But it worked out. Dino played the role, and bro, it worked out. We have a fake SP Lunite. Even when SP Lunite was quite expensive, I used to call this the Brookman SP Lunite for us ritual players. From IP to this, we have into double interruption to some extent. I played a copy of Cross Ship. Yeah, never summoned this card, but it was just there in case I needed to draw. Cross Ship would allow us to draw on this card once, so you know, it was just there. Okay, some cards in here I just slapped them into this Rich 15 because I didn't have better options. So I don't know. Nephis, this Sacred Flame. This is one of the best ritual link monsters. If you use free link monsters to summon this card, 80% of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not passing this card. This card is somewhat busted. So yeah, I'm always playing this card. We play the Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. We tend to have a lot of monsters in the field, so yeah, I just slapped that in there. Like I said, some of the extra deck cards in the extra deck, guys, just cards I slapped in there. The most important would be your U1000 Dino Mundo and your SIP Masquerena. Most important cards. And we can slap in the Gallant Granite in there, basically 2 level 4s. And like I said earlier, we tend to go into rank 4s a lot. Dino Mundo, but I'm sorry, Gallant Granite allows us to search for our rock types. This is how I search Nibiru. Yeah, I should really flex in some of the combos. I search Nibiru, and the opponent's like, bro, you setting up so many interruptions and whatnot, and still searching Nibiru. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh, my friend. You're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Copy of Code Igniter, never summon this card. Excited Knight, yeah, I call this guy Excited Knight. We go into level 4, so 2 level 4s exclude your field. Yeah, I think I summoned this card only once. It's such a great card, such a great card. Blows field. Tornado Dragon, 2 level 4s. Babuska, Daigusto Emerald. Yeah, never summon any of these cards. Like Zeus and the fake Zeus or Zeus counter. Yeah. So like I said, the most important cards are those. These are the most 4 important cards. Outside of those, like yeah, there's nothing much. It's U1000, Dino Mundo, Gallant Granite, SP Light. I'm sorry, IP Masquerader. If your wallet is somewhat better than mine, you can get some better cards for the extra deck. But those were the only cards I summoned, and they helped so good. It worked. So we're gonna take a quick look at the extra deck, which wasn't much because I was still missing cards. Like I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in many years. And most of the cards I had back in this, I have no idea where they are. So I'm starting fresh. So shout out to some of the guys at Locals, Fong, Micah, big shout out to you, bro. You really helped me with some of the cards. Really appreciate it. I was still missing a few, but luckily we still made it. We still made it work. So I'm playing 1 copy of the Nibiru. In the extra deck. Side deck, sorry, 1 copy of the Ash, 1 copy of the Joe. So basically, based on the matchup, I will add them into the deck, to make up the full playset. Right? I am playing because hey, local here is just straight meta. The guys are only playing meta. So Dracotail is gonna be here. I'm playing 3 copies of Ghostbell. Ghostbell is very good into the meta, especially against Dracotail. So definitely 3 copies of the Droll. I'm playing. Look at it. It's a little limited. I'm playing 3 copies of Lava Golem. Yeah, the deck doesn't normal summon, right? And whenever I side in out, I tend to side out my 6 normal summons. So I have no normal summon. So it's kind of like fine to play Lava Golem, because Lava Golem, when you special summon it, you cannot normal summon. So I'm fine. I'm easily break the opponent board because there are some matchups you don't want to play hand traps. Like against K9, I play 0 hand traps against K9 because 1 hand trap against K9 basically triggers Izuna and you get a full K9 combo. So I'm like, nah, I'm just going for board breakers against K9, and this was actually played K9 Vanquish Soul in the finals. This kind of helped quite a bit. Like I said, in a separate video, I will be discussing some of the matchups. So we can discuss and see how exactly it played. There are some cards I wish I had. Unfortunately, I didn't. Dark Ruler no more. I don't think this is saw any play. But 3 copies of Dark Ruler no more. 2 copies of Lightning Storm, and 1 copy of Happies. You need the back row hit. You need the back row hit. So basically, this side kind of covers all aspects of Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters, back row, monsters, and Dracotail. And Dracotail. So this here is the side deck, and this here is the deck that I finally made a comeback to Yu-Gi-Oh! After all these years. And fortunately, our first tournament back, we took first place at our locals. So guys, you're gonna let me know what you think about the deck profile. Comment below, let me know. Also, big shout out to the spicy deck profile. If you guys are interested in this, you can get a link in the description if you want to purchase your Game Boy deck profile. And a big shout out to my spicy playmat. Oh my goodness, definitely, it really reminds me of my wife. Very spicy. See you guys in the next one. We have a lot more live videos. I know you guys been asking for it. It's one of the first on the channel. See you guys in more live videos. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there. And drop the like button.